What you're going to do is go to this last page in this module, Reader Response Criticism module, and go to I Am and Outlook on the World Today. This is the page we're going to work from. And you can see right away that there is a link that you're going to go to, and that's where the activity is for today. As always, when you click on the link, it's going to ask you to make a copy. So go ahead and make your copy. Make sure you change copy of to your first and last name. And also be sure to go move it to your ENG12 folder by clicking on this folder. So, we just finished reading the prologue to Invisible Man, and now you are going to take the first couple lines and you're going to change his Invisible Man section to one of your own. Okay, instead of describing himself, the narrator, you are going to describe yourself in the same way. Okay, follow the same pattern as I put it here. You'll be replacing the parts that are underlined in his original one. So his original version, you can see right here, I am an invisible man. No, I am not a spook like those who haunted Edgar Allan Poe, nor am I one of your Hollywood movie ectoplasms. I am a man of substance, of flesh and bone, of fiber and liquids, and I might even be said to possess a mind. I am invisible, understand, simply because people refuse to see me. So, in the Your Turn box, what you're going to do is you're going to replace these parts that are in parentheses with things about you, okay? And I gave you hints of what those can be inside of each of the paragraphs. So, for example, when he says, I am invisible, I am an invisible man, you might start with a descriptive verb like an adjective like invisible, or a noun like invisible man that suits you think, okay? Now, I don't want you to say, like if you happen to be a basketball player, I don't want you to say, I am a basketball player, all right? I don't want you to be literal to that point. I want you to be more figurative. Find a way of hinting more that you're a basketball player. Maybe say, I am an entertainer, okay? Because that can be misunderstood a couple different ways. And notice that's what he does next. When he says, no, I am not this, nor am I this, he's explaining how it could be misunderstood, okay? So, for example, if I were to say, I am a clown, okay, I would just type in a clown right there. Now, I would have to explain, no, I am not a red-nosed entertainer in a circus, okay? Nor am I a mascot for McDonald's, okay? I basically just had to explain what I don't mean by that, okay, in a couple of ways. So that's how you want to do it. Now I would go into a different version, okay? He said I'm a man of substance at this point. So I would have to continue explaining what I meant by, how people might see me as a clown, okay? Specifically, I am a human who cares about the well-being of others, okay? And I might even be said to, have a heart, okay? Because you don't expect that from a clown. Just like up here, you don't expect an invisible man to be a man of substance, okay? In this last part, I put repeat the adjective, but that depends if you chose an adjective up top. You may have gone with a noun like I did, a clown, so you're repeating the noun. I am a clown, understand, and now I explain specifically why I see myself that way, okay? Because I try to entertain, to hide the seriousness beneath what's going on. okay? And I might say in my life, okay? Something like that, all right? Saying that that's all of that's true. So that's what I would do right through there, okay? You're required to do that first. I know it's tricky, and I will help you with it, but that's your first part. Once you get that done, you go down to part 2. And I put here that part 2 becomes tricky because now what you need to do is you look over your I am part that you did up above, but you also look back at your I remember lines, okay? Your memory that you wrote about, okay? And I put in here, think of a way that these two come together to show your outlook on life, or I think I'm going to add to this, or your view of how the world works, and explain it in the box below, okay? So for example, if I were to define myself as a clown and my memory happened to be of a tough time in my house when I was a kid, I might combine these two to say that I feel that I have to use humor to try to put people in a better place around me because life can be tough, okay? So that's what I would put down in here. In my I am prologue piece, I explain myself as a clown. Okay, then I would talk about my memory next. And then after that, I would go into, I have to use humor. I feel that I have to use humor to put people in a better place around me because life can be tough. All right? And I can add a little bit more detail. I would like you to see you put a little more explanation into it as well if you can. So those are the two parts of this. You put your I am, you replace all of these parts with all the underlined parts with your version of yourself, how it fits in there. Then you go down into the box below and you combine that I am above with your memory, and you try to think, how could these two come together to show how I see how the world works, or my view of life in general, or whatever it might be, okay? It might just be how I fit into the world, okay? But it's going to be a more general statement like I did with, trying to put people in a better place because life can be tough. I don't get specific about like what is tough about it, just in general, okay? Once again, if you have any questions, please ask me. I will be happy to help. Thank you very much.